Are you ready to know the direction of the day for the world's most traded pair, the Euro USD? Well, thank you. Thank you. Welcome to this live stream. My name is Gani, and this is Dominate Online. Now, if you're new here, I always, jump onto these live streams every Monday to Friday to basically share with you what the direction of the day when it comes to the Euro USD, the world's most traded pair. I always share the direction of the day, what I think this particular pair is going to go for that particular day on every single trading day. So if you've been struggling with the direction of the day, definitely you should be jumping onto these live streams with me every 8:30 a.m. That's my local time here in East Africa. And if you're using the New York time zone, this is 1:30 a.m. every single morning. So definitely, if you've been struggling with the direction of the day, or if you have a friend or colleague that maybe you trade with and doesn't, get to know exactly how the day is going to go when it comes to the Euro USD, definitely this is the channel that you should be watching every single morning. So if you're wondering which kind of strategy that I trade, it is a 50% win rate type of strategy with a 1 to 4 risk to reward. So definitely it is a profitable strategy because I've traded this particular strategy for over a year now. So I have some results that back it up, and basically traded and trusted it for all this time. Now, maybe before we even get into, the direction of the day, the one thing I would like to share with you today is the fact that if you actually that kind of person that struggles, you become an emotional wreck every time you actually put on that trade, it might be one or two of these things. Number one, it's maybe you're over risking, you're going all in on that trade. And then what ends up happening is basically you can't hold yourself together when you actually enter this trade. So my solution to this would be for you to actually manage your risk well. Do not over risk on your account. Don't go full margin on it. Some friends actually they go all in, they have that gambling mindset. But if you actually put on that trade, you shouldn't feel any way kind of anxious or anything. You should be able to hold yourself together because you may be only risking 0.5% or maybe 1% of your account. Do not go above this, guys, because this is not gambling. This is not gambling, guys. This is trading. You should treat it as a business, guys. So do not over risk on your account. Going all in, that's one of the things that is going to, make you end up blowing up your account. And you don't want this to happen. As a trader, you should manage your risk. You should be able to actually always protect your capital, protect your equity as you trade these markets, guys. So if you're over risking, it's probably because you still have that gambling mindset, and it's the reason you feel anxiety every time you enter that trade. So if you actually change this and only limit yourself only to a 1% risk on your account, then definitely you're going to end up being able to hold yourself emotionally to be able to trade for the long term. Guys, remember, this is not a one-day thing. You're actually trading to have this as a career. So if you're going into something that you're going to consider as a career, definitely you don't want to be over risking. You don't want to, you don't want this particular career to be causing you pain on a daily basis. So it's one thing you need to do, is learn to manage your risk right. So for me, I only risk maybe 0.5% or 1%. I don't go over this because I know if I do this, then I'm going to be, checking on my trades all the time. I will not have a good night's sleep. So I don't want to be doing this. I always want to limit myself within my set parameters so that I'm able to actually stay in these markets for the long term, guys. So maybe now switching back or going back to the particular strategy that I trade, I told you it's a 50% win rate strategy. So with this strategy, I'm able to actually scoop a 1 to 4 risk to reward. And this has made me profitable in the markets. And I don't look to actually trade every single day. If my setup does not show, then I'm not trading for that day. So basically, this is how I trade, and I've traded this way for over a year now, and I was able to get or become profitable, guys. So with the strategy that I trade off of the daily candle. So I look at the previous day's candle, and then when I drop down to the 1 hour time frame, I'm able to actually see some area of interest or some point of interest on the previous day's candle. This could be maybe an order block, or maybe a fair value gap, or maybe equal highs or equal lows. So once these areas of interest on in the present day, if price actually taps into these areas of interest, I look to take my trade in the other opposite direction. So basically, I look at the previous day's open, high, low, and close, and then I'm able to determine where I'm going to be entering from. So basically, that's the type of strategy that I trade. And if you've been looking for a strategy to trade, definitely this is the strategy that you're going to be trading. And it is the strategy that will be able to make you profitable in these markets, guys. So within just a bit, I'm going to be sharing my screen to basically show you some of the results that I've been actually accumulating over this 1 year, it's over a year period now. It's roughly about 14 months that I've traded this particular strategy. So I'm going to be sharing this right now. I'm sure you can see my screen as we speak right now. I'm sure you can see my screen. So this is the particular, these are my results. When you look at the monthly comments here, you can see that I've had green months, guys. This is not easy to come by. Let no one actually lie to you. You know, there are some fake gurus out there. They basically tell you that with this strategy, you're going to be, having maybe green months all the way through. Yes, I do have green months. When you see here, yes, these are green months, and you can see all over here, this particular section, it has green months all the way through. And when it comes to the percentage profits, every month, you can see the month of May last year, I had a 5%. Then June, I had a 6%. So you can see these are not crazy gains, because some of those fake gurus, they basically promise you that you're going to be getting maybe a 50% addition onto your profits every single month, or maybe 100%, but it doesn't work like that, guys. This is trading. You should be able to have, your expectations need to be managed. So you can see this is a 5%, a 6%, 7%. And with some of these guys that promise you those crazy gains on their strategies, many of them are scam artists, guys. Don't fall for them, because you'll end up frustrated. And remember, you're developing a skill that is going to feed you for the rest of your life, guys. So do not fall for these scam artists. So you can see this is 5%, 6%. July, I had a 7%. August, I had a 1%. So it's nothing crazy, guys. Then when it came to September, I had a 5%. October, I had a 23%. Now, that was a good month. Then when it came to this year, January, I had an 18%. February, I had a 4%. March, I had a 7%. April has so far been my best month with a 25%, guys. So then when it came to May, I had a 12%. Then June, I had a 5%. So this is the type of strategy that I trade guys. So you can as well be able to get these kinds of results if you follow just the simple steps that I'm going to be sharing in this particular live stream. I'm going to be showing you the strategy for you to be able to basically do what I do on a daily basis. So before we even get onto the charts, there are some routines that I like to go through every single day. And one of those is basically checking out the fundamental side of trading to basically, acquaint myself with what the fundamentals are saying for the particular day. So today, which is the 29th of July 2024, when it comes to me, I'm someone who actually, trades technicals. I'm a technical trader, but I do not want to be on the opposite side of the fundamentals in case there's any major news dropping. So if there's some major news dropping, I do not want to be on the opposite side of that major news that has just dropped. I don't want to do this. So basically, what I do every morning before I jump onto my chart, I basically check out the news on this particular website called Bloomberg.com. So you can see right here, this is China, Asia. I'm not interested. So this is gold, not dollar, is the best Trump trade. As I've told you guys, I'm looking out for major news. If there's nothing major, then I'm not concerned about these fundamentals. Asian stocks eye early gains into the Bank of Japan Fed week market wrap. So I'm not interested. So I go again. Yellen rebuffed Trump argument on dollar hurting U.S. manufacturing. Okay. Paris train sabotaged ahead of the Olympics. Not interested really. So there's nothing major really when I look at this particular news. There's really nothing major. So if there's nothing major, then I'm not concerned about these technicals. Then about these fundamentals. Sorry. So then when it comes to the other fundamentals I like to check out, it is forexfactory.com. So on here, I'm able to actually see what these guys are saying, or if there's going to be any major news dropping today. So we can see right here, 29th, there is nothing. Now for me, I actually filtered out these economic news events in terms of red folder news events only. I'm only looking at high impact news. If it is not high impact, then I'm not concerned at all. So there's nothing major today. There's no news dropping. So once I've acquainted myself with the fundamental side, then that's when I jump onto the chart to basically check out my technicals. So this is it right here. You can see today, which is actually the 29th of July 2024. This is how our chart looks like. So now when we look at the previous day, which was Friday, the 26th of July 2024, you can see this is how price behaved. So this was our price action for that previous day. There was not any jumps in terms of price. Price was there was nothing major. There was no major movement on that day when it came to the Euro USD. So now for me, I like seeing this because this is where I'm going to base my trading for this particular day from. So I can see I have an order block, Now price always likes running such order blocks. So there's this particular order down here. So I would expect price to come all the way, take out this order block. Then once it has taken out all these stops, you see there are stops resting below here. There are stops resting below here. So once price has taken out all these stops, then I expect price to move in the opposite direction. So let me mark that out for you. So this, I would expect something like that, like this. So price takes out all these stops, and then and then it reverses in the other direction. So number one, I would expect price to behave this way for today. So it comes, takes out this particular level, taking out all these stops, and then it reverses in the other direction. If this doesn't happen, then I would like, or I would want price to basically come up to this level right here. So the level is this right here, which is, let me mark that out very well so that you guys are able to see exactly what I'm seeing on my side. Okay, so I would expect price to come take out this particular level up here. So maybe before I even check that out, let me try and measure, see how far price is from this. Okay, this is about 16 pips. Okay, so I would like, or I would wait for price to actually come take out this particular level. So I would actually like price to come take out this. Let me readjust this just in a bit. So price comes, takes out this line. Two scenarios I'm looking at. I'm personally someone who basically reacts of what price has just done. I'm not that kind of person that thinks for price. You know, there's some guys, you know, you see online, you know, they give you a prediction of what price is going to do on Monday. Then, you know, they all do this, they do all of this on a Sunday, saying Monday price will do this, Tuesday it will do this, Wednesday it will do this, Thursday it will do this, Friday it will do this, you know. But you can't really predict for price because you know there are so many determining factors when it comes to price movement. There are so many things that determine how price moves in these markets. So for me, I just react off of what price has just done. So if price gets to this level, then I'm reacting, taking my trade in the opposite direction because I know it has taken out all the stops that were resting below here. Then I would know that price has taken out this Asian high, then it's going to go in this other direction. So basically, this is how I do trade. So the major areas I'm looking at are this number one is this particular level, 1.08700. Once price gets there, I would look to actually react to price. Then once price also gets to this particular level, which is 1.08258. So once price gets there, I will also be looking to actually react. So you can see that my analysis has been done on this 1 hour time frame. Then when it comes to my entries, I do like to make entries on the 5-minute time frame. So on the 5-minute time frame, what I basically look out for are the inversion fair value gaps. So once price has created or formed an inversion fair value gap, then I look to actually make an entry on the 5-minute time frame. So this is how I make my entries. And when it comes to the stop loss, I like to use 10 pips as my stop loss. And then when it comes to the take profit, I use 30 pips. So you can see that's a 1 to 3, but I like to squeeze this to a 1 to 4 to be able to make some extra profits in these markets, guys. So basically, this is what I'll be looking out for today. But remember to always manage your risk right. Don't see this and go say, he said it's going to do this, and I know it's going to do it. So let me go full margin on this. Guys, this is not how we trade. You must manage your risk right. If you do not manage your risk right, then you're not going to stay long in these markets, guys. This game or this career that you chose, you will not stay long in it if you do not manage your risk. And then also avoid some of those minor execution errors. You need you basically need to avoid some of those minor execution errors, like maybe instead of entering a buy, you actually enter a sell. You don't have to, do some of these mistakes. Try and be someone who basically pays attention to detail. If you're entering a sell, let it be a sell. If you're entering a buy, let it be a buy. And don't, let's say when it comes to those minor execution errors, do not, let's say, if you're entering a one lot, don't enter 10 lot, because this is going to end up blowing up your account. So pay attention to detail so that you do not, make some of these minor execution errors. So once you do this, or once you, follow these kinds of routines, definitely you're going to turn out profitable in these markets, guys. So in case of any questions you might be having for me, maybe on about these live streams, or maybe the particular strategy that I trade, you can always jump in the comments and let me know exactly how you feel maybe about my particular strategy, or even just these live streams. So I'll be waiting for you in the comments to let me know exactly how you feel about this particular video or this particular live stream. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be catching you in the next one tomorrow, the same time.